Hey girl, hey, this your girl Nesca and welcome back to my kitchen. So today you guys, I was browsing around on YouTube and I was trying to figure out how I could fix this steak. I had this steak in the refrigerator for a couple weeks or whatever, and so I said, let me go ahead and take this steak out. You know, I'm on a little small vacation and I'm gonna be off for like 4 days from work, and I'm super duper excited. I'm well rested, thank God. And so yeah, so I was browsing through my refrigerator and I saw this steak and I said, let me go ahead and cook this steak before it becomes freezer burned or whatever. So yeah, this here is a let me see. This here is a Angus this here is a Angus premium choice beef. It's the NY strip steak, and it's very very thick, as you guys can see. So yeah, so I already done washed this steak off. All I gotta do now is just season it, and then also you guys, I was gonna have some shrimps with it as well. So this gonna be like a surf and turf type of meal that I will be making for myself. So we're gonna go ahead and season this here, and like I said, I was browsing around to get some recipes on how to do this steak, and then I saw where they had the surf and turf. You know, what they mean by the turf is any kind of seafood. You can use lobster, crawfish, crab legs, whatever. And I already had some shrimps in the refrigerator, so I'm gonna go ahead and use these shrimp. So right here in this little bowl right here, I have some butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and butter my steak. Cause see, I'm buttering my steak so that the seasoning that I'm gonna put on it will stick. And my hands are already clean before I came on. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over, and then I'm gonna butter that side. So this here is some melted butter here. So I'm gonna go ahead and season this because I want this to sit for I want it to sit for about like 10-15 minutes with the seasoning on it, and then while that's sitting, then I'm gonna go into seasoning my shrimps as well. Not only will I put the butter sauce on there, the butter mix, and in the butter I do have like some minced garlic in it, and then I have some parsley flakes in it, and then I got like a half a stick of butter in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my steak with this here oil here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and season everything, and I'm gonna season it with some salt, black pepper, and then I'm gonna use this Cajun style. It's by King's Ford. It's the Cajun style all-purpose type of seasoning. It have just a little bit of, well, I ain't gonna say a little bit. It has some spice in it as well. So I'm just gonna put like a little bit of that on here. Oops. Don't want it to be too spicy, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and add some onion powder. And some garlic powder. And y'all, I do have some gloves, but I left the gloves in my car, and it's like 9:30 at night, and I'm not going out there where them frogs at. So I'm gonna use my hands and keep my hands washed really, really good. So I'm gonna smooth this into the steak with my hands. So yeah. And then I'm gonna turn it over like that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and season it on the other side. Salt, pepper, and this Cajun style by Kingsford. It got, like I said, got a little spice in it. Garlic powder. Onion powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this here little brush here to help brush all the seasoning in. Then next, I'm gonna go ahead and add some aluminum foil over this because I do want it to, I think I'm gonna let it sit for like 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna so yeah, I'm gonna put this aluminum foil on here, and then I'm gonna let my steak sit for let the steak sit for 20 minutes so that it can marinate, okay? And I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. Now we're gonna go ahead and season our shrimps. You can use any type of seasoning that you like if you try this here recipe. So I'm just cooking because I'm hungry and I just needed me a dinner, okay? So I'll be using a different type of seasoning, but maybe some of the same seasoning that I used on the steak. So this here is by Red Lobster. This is the seafood seasoning. So I'm gonna add this here to my shrimps, and I'm gonna add a little butter to it. And I'm gonna spread. So now we're gonna go ahead and add the seafood seasoning here. And then I will be using some Old Bay seasoning. And next I will be using the ground cayenne red pepper. So this here seasoning here does have like a little kick to it, but it is amazing. I love seasoning my food with this here. I don't know if y'all can see it because my ring light is just shining bright like a diamond, okay? Now I'm going to add a little pepper and a little salt to it. I'm going to go ahead and use my hands to mix all the seasoning up here on the shrimps. So how are you guys doing tonight? Now it's exactly 10:26 at night. So I had to fool around with my laptop and my cell phone once again. So now that I got my shrimps all seasoned up, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. Also, you guys, with this steak and shrimps, I will be fixing me some asparagus with it as well. I just went too long, took this out the freezer, and it didn't take long for it to thaw out. So I'm going to go ahead and get these seasoned up and placed on the platter so we can get this here ball rolling, okay? Okay, these asparagus here was like the frozen asparagus. So when they thawed out, it was just like soaking wet. So I took this here paper towel and kind of to get some of the water out of them. So I'm just gonna set them. So I'm just gonna set them to the side for a little bit so they can dry a little bit more, and then I am going to come back and then I will be seasoning these here asparagus. Okay, so now my asparagus sitting to the side. My shrimps is all seasoned and mixed up together. So now we're gonna go ahead and start frying this steak, okay? So I got a little bit of vegetable oil here. I already have my hot plate on. So I'm gonna add a little oil to the bottom of the pan. Just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this on here. I already took my steak out of the refrigerator. So we are almost ready to go, okay? And then too, you guys, I do want to add just a little bit of the butter mixture. I put some minced garlic and some parsley inside of this butter. But I'm going to add just a little bit of that in here. Okay, so now my grease and butter has gotten hot. So we're going to go ahead and place the steak into the skillet. And so we're going to let this cook because I want mine well done, okay? I'm going to let it cook on this side for like 5 minutes, and then I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm just going to go back and forth. Okay, so this side has cooked for like 5 minutes. So it's brown. If you guys can see, good and brown. So I'm going to go ahead and let this side brown a little bit more. Oh, the aroma is amazing. I'm trying to tell you. Smell amazing. So I'm going to let this side cook a little bit more. And then while the other side is still cooking, I decided to go ahead and, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I decided to go ahead and add some of this here butter mixture on top of the steak. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this side cook a little bit more and I will be back. Okay, you guys, the other side I looked at it and it has cooked good on the other side. So I'm gonna flip it over and then I'm gonna go ahead and butter that side down. And also what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a slit in the steak so that the inside of it can get done and get well done like I like my steak. So I got me a knife here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a slit. Nothing but fat on this side. I left the fat on because my understanding fat give it a good taste. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it back over so that I can go ahead and put the slits in this side. So now I'm gonna flip this side back over so it can finish cooking like I like it. And then we'll be back. Okay, you guys, my steak is still cooking. And I have my tongs connected to the meat so that it can fry the side of it. That's why it's standing up like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and season my asparagus. So I'm gonna add some onion powder to them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add some butter too. Add some salt. I'm gonna add some black pepper. I call that some salt. I wish I had some of that vegetable seasoning. I heard a lot of talk about that. Never bought any, but I'm gonna have to give it a try though. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my steak on this side. Whoa, cook baby, cook baby. Cook, cook, cook. So I'm gonna let that cook some more because it's not as done like I like it. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish cooking my steak, and then once the steak get done, then I will come in with my shrimps and go ahead and prepare them. Okay. Okay, you guys. So now my steak is done, just like I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead. I already washed this plate out. So I'm gonna go ahead and ooh, look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that. I cut a little piece just to see was it done or whatever. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm gonna set this to the side. And so now we're gonna go ahead and go in with the shrimps. We're gonna cook the shrimps in the same grease as the steak was in. You definitely don't want to cook these too long, okay? Let them cook about 3 to 4 minutes on one side. They already been peeled, the vein, and all that good stuff already. And y'all, I just realized when I looked in the refrigerator, I didn't have any A1 steak sauce. So I don't know how I'm going to do this here. Let my shrimps cook on one side, then I'll be back. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn my shrimps over on the other side. They got the same look as the steak does. So turn them over. Let the other side cook for the same length of time, 3 minutes, and boom. This is done. And then I'm going to start on my asparagus. And like I said, you guys, I don't know how I'm going to eat this because I do not have no A1 steak sauce, no kind of sauce to go on steak. So I don't know how I'm going to pull this off. Because I got to have me some steak sauce. Okay? To go on my steak. So I'm going to let these cook and then I'm going to come back, take them out. Then we're going to start on the asparagus. Okay, you guys. So now my shrimps are ready. I'm going to go ahead and add them to the steak. You're supposed to add them on top of the steak like this. Ooh, they smell amazing. And then once you add all the shrimp that you can on the steak, and then you just set the rest of the shrimps to the side. Like that. So now we're going to go ahead and go into the asparagus. So I got a separate skillet from that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add the asparagus to this skillet here. And like I said, these are the frozen asparagus. So I never really tried these before. So I hope they are good. I hope so. I think I already got these from the Dollar Tree. These asparagus. I think now. And I love asparagus. So I'm going to go ahead and let these cook just a little bit and then I'll be back. Now that my asparagus has finished cooking, so I'm going to go ahead and put them in my plate. I should have had a baked potato, but I was just too lazy to go to the store. Now I wish I would have went to the store because I don't have no A1 steak sauce. But I'm still going to try it out without the steak sauce. I don't know if I overcooked my asparagus or not, but I had went in there to go check on my laptop, making sure everything was working like it should, and it is, thank goodness. And I stayed in there a little bit too long, and so my asparagus got a little bit too brown. So I'm going to bring this up to you guys and let you guys see how my surf and turf look. So you guys let me know what you think. I should have did a baked potato. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. Okay, you guys, so I got everything already laid out. And since I didn't have no A1 steak sauce, which I'm going to use this Old Bay hot sauce on this. And like I showed you guys this in one of my hauls. It's good for chicken, it's good for beverages. And I got me some caramel water. It's the probiotic water. I got the berry cherry. And you know, it had like the little powder here in the top. You got to infuse it by pushing it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this to go on, because this stuff here is like really good, and it's good on the stomach as well. If you have problems with your stomach, this is some good water. My nails are so brittle from wearing those nails. So you take this off, and it have a little button in there that you got to push that down, then all the stuff start falling down in there, if y'all can see it. And then you shake it up. I'm sure you guys see me. See, you shake it up. Shake it up, and it turns red. I like the berry cherry better than I like any of them. So, y'all, I took my shrimps off the steak and put them in the middle between the steak and the asparagus. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this Old Bay hot sauce to it since I don't have any A1 steak sauce. So I'm just gonna try like a little small piece because I don't know if I'm gonna like this this hot sauce on the steak. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. I don't want none of that fat meat. Because it was a big old hunk of fat meat. So yeah, that's the fat right there. So I'm gonna lay that right there. Then I'm gonna cut right here. Because I don't want no fat at all. Y'all excuse my little table because it's wobbly wobbly, honey. That's a piece of fat there too. Yes, honey. Give me another piece. Okay, so yeah. And I'm gonna try it with a shrimp. Surf and turf, that's what it's all about. Shrimp and steak and shrimp. Okay. Girl. You did that? Oh my God. Believe it or not, I never had steak and shrimp before. Never. But this one is amazing. Oh, my God. That's good and cold. Just like I like it, honey. But these shrimps are bomb. I don't know about these asparagus. They're kind of crunchy, but and they good. Give me another piece of steak. I need a shrimp. And y'all, this hot sauce, this Old Bay hot sauce, is not bad on these shrimps, okay? I mean, it's not bad on this steak. These asparagus is not bad at all, huh? Since they came from the frozen community. I said frozen community. Oh, you know why I said that? This food's so good. And I've been saving myself for this. Y'all, this is amazing. And I'm going to be trying this here more often. The next time I'm going to do the hibachi. And then I'm going to have the steak and the shrimp and some chicken too. I started, let me show y'all something. I started the barbecue with this here today, with the steak and the shrimp. But the yard hadn't been cut yet. And it grows back so fast. Let me wash my hands. The yard grows up so fast. It's been doing a lot of raining. So yeah, it's been, so yeah, so the grass is high now. So I didn't get a chance to use that little, it's like a little portable grill. I showed you guys that in one of my Dollar General hauls. And it was like $5 a piece. So cause I had bought 2 of them. And this here is really good. So I'm going to go ahead and give me another bite, baby. refrigerator mighty loud. I ain't gonna eat the fat on here. I ain't big on that fat. Let me get a little D's. A little hot sauce. Y'all, this some, I'm telling y'all, if y'all hadn't got any of this Old Bay hot sauce, you should give it a try. I'm telling you, it is amazing. Well, it's good to me now. Because I don't want y'all to get it and then it be nasty to y'all. But it's like really, really good to me. And it's not all that hot either. Yes. I want to find a recipe on what type of drink that you can put that in. Really good taste. Really good. Cooking the shrimps in the steak grease just really tastes amazing. Girl. Okay, y'all, I already know my I ran out of storage on my phone. You know the drill by now. But anyway, I'm gonna get it together sooner or later. So I'm gonna take me another bite of this. It done got cold when I went to add the last part of this video to the laptop. So I'm gonna take me one more bite and then I'm gonna get up out of here, honey. Okay. Really good taste. I cannot wait to do this hibachi style. Yeah, this is like really, really good. So I'm gonna finish this off camera. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, checking out this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. So bye, girl, bye.